Hello everybody, I'm Kajal Mehra and today we are at Electronica, Productronica 2025 and I'm very delightful to introduce our today's speaker, Mr. Vijay Bolloju. He is the Director of Research and Development Department at iVP Semiconductors Private Limited. And hi Vijay.
Hello.
I welcome you first of all and I would like you to introduce yourself and your role at iVP Semi.
Okay. Good morning, everybody. This is Vijay Bolloju. I'm Director R&D at iVP Semiconductor. I come from power electronics background, about 35 years of experience. Now we are working on very high power electronic systems at iVP. iVP is set up as a vertically integrated semiconductor company. That means it's from design of the chips to the basically final system products. So we can support customers in any of the intermediate stages like discrete components, modules, systems, right? So my team is now working on those products. The other product line we have is connectivity modules like 4G, GNSS, RF, Wi-Fi products, right? So we believe this mix of products will basically provide all the building blocks for smart systems.
Okay, thank you for the introduction. So let's move ahead to the Q&A session with Vijay. So my first question for you is that as Director of R&D at iVP Semi, what are your key priorities in advancing semiconductor innovation? And how do you see India contributing to this journey?
Sure, thank you. So as we are a very young company, about a year old now. So, but we believe we have accomplished quite a bit in this 1 year. You can see the displays that we brought into the exhibition. They're all working prototypes of pretty much 100% electronic systems for electric two-wheelers, three-wheelers. We're also working on higher power systems. In terms of priorities, is to establish the company culture, skill up the resources we have. In India, we have a lot of designers, but what is needed to impart is the product development life cycle into the teams. We're working on that now. Like, how do you take the products from concept to production and after sales support? So that's what we're working on right now. We have done quite a bit of advancement in that area. So once that kind of discipline is brought in, I think we can basically design more and more products very, very efficiently. So that's our priority.
Great. So which semiconductor technologies or product areas are iVP Semi currently focusing on and how are these aligned with global market trends?
Sure. In terms of products, we're seeing a lot of interest from the market for high power integrated systems.
Okay.
For example, you take a EV two-wheeler, a simpler product as well, because battery voltage is very low, the currents are very high.
Yes.
So if you implement using conventional technologies using PCBs, metal core PCBs, the cost and reliability of the system suffer. Right? So now we're bringing advanced packaging to improve the efficiency and reduce the amount of silicon or devices needed. Right? That is in terms of products.
Yeah.
In terms of device technologies, we are basically already working with silicon MOSFETs, IGBT, silicon carbide. We're also looking at gallium nitride for very high power, high frequency applications. So we are not limited to one technology. We evaluate what is the appropriate technology for appropriate products, but we have capabilities and knowledge to work in any of the device technologies. Yes.
Great. So how is iVP Semi leveraging India's engineering talent pool to strengthen the R&D capabilities and accelerate the product development?
Over the years, the quality of the engineers coming out of the colleges has been improving.
Yes, it is.
That's partly due to the industry academic interaction, which wasn't so prominent before.
Yeah.
Now we are also working with a number of flagship institutions. There are multiple objectives for that. One
Okay.
is to groom the talent and identify and bring them in early
Yeah.
so that we can develop the team's skill sets. Second is academic institutions have lots of resources, be it software tool, be it design talent from the faculty, and then the research scholars, postdocs. There's a lot of skilled resources available. So, as a startup, instead of scaling our teams like rapidly, we are leveraging these resources. It's working out fantastically.
Okay, that's really great. So, what are the biggest challenges you see in semiconductor R&D today, and how is IVP addressing them to stay ahead of competition?
Very good question, in fact. See, semiconductor industry is a community. It's not like one company can do it all, right?
Yes.
So, what we find is when we try to go and design like very report systems or very uh, novel packaging, there are a lot of challenges in finding vendors providing such specialized material services. Uh, for example, we designed this 4G module, we use specific 6-layer PCB.
Yeah.
We could not find any source in India, right?
Okay.
So we are now working with these vendors to come up in those skill sets in that processes. So we are working with several MSMEs
Okay.
that have the means to do it, but not the ways to do it. So we are working with them. We handhold them to make those components or materials we need. That way, is a community that rises and the industry becomes sustainable. We are doing a lot of such things.
Good to know. How important are partnership with the academia, startups, and industry peers in uh, driving innovation at IVP Semi?
Fantastic. So, like I already explained what the academia brings to us,
Yes.
there are multiple benefits both ways. In terms of partnership with other companies that are doing work, because every MSME is started by a founder with some ideal and some skill set, right?
Definitely.
They excel in that.
Yeah.
So we leverage their passion and skill and infrastructure they have instead of trying to do everything ourselves, so that we can scale faster. Also, we apprise a lot of the MSMEs to come up and flourish, create a sustainable ecosystem. So we are engaged in many of such activities.
Okay. Looking ahead, that what role do you envision for IVP Semi in shaping India's semiconductor growth story and contributing to the global supply chain?
Sure. Like I said, we are a vertically integrated company.
Yeah.
So the many companies in India today are specialized in either OSAT or solution development, some piece of the puzzle in the semiconductor industry. So we want to set a benchmark for vertically integrated companies. Normally, if you go to Japan, you see such companies. They do from design to systems. So that is the model we are trying to emulate.
Okay.
I think there are a lot of synergistic benefits for that because we design our own devices that fits our end applications, and then there's a feedback system. We go look at the system and say, I need this kind of characteristics, then we can do the device design to fit that,
Okay.
right? So this way, this is a closed loop ecosystem. I think probably we were the pioneers in India doing that. So we want to set a benchmark for that. For India to be self-sustaining, we need all these skill sets
Yes.
at different locations or in a company like ours integrated. I think that's something we plan to bring in to the Indian ecosystem. Yes.
Thank you so much,
you.
Vijay, for answering all the questions very well, for giving us the insightful information, and it was great talking to you.
Thank you. Thank you
Thank
very
you
much.
so much for watching us.